Give him credit. He hit a tough shot over a high hand. We were bringing a guy to him, and by the time he got the shot off, it's a tough shot that made it down the stretch.
As far as throughout the game, it seemed like you guys were controlling the glass, also forced them into a lot of turnovers. Did something kind of maybe change there down the stretch that kind of gave them a little bit of an edge?
Yeah, they had 3 offensive rebounds in the first half. They ended up with 10. So that's 7 offensive rebounds in the second half, which gave them extra possessions. Now, mind you, we were doing a decent job early on of defending without fouling. I think they called 6 fouls on that back stretch down in the fourth quarter, so put them on the free throw line late in the game, which allowed them to score with the clock stopped. So we got to be more disciplined and showing our hands. Again, give them credit for the way in which they played and they battled and they fought. But again, we've got to make sure we clean up the glass in the second half, as well as, knock down, our free throws just the same. 16 for 22 while they were 20 for 22. And those are the margins in the games like this, and it's been that way since we've been playing this team.
Paolo had been struggling a bit, especially in those last 7 minutes, but he hit a timely shot with a few seconds left. Is that just kind of the way he's built as far as wanting to take those big shots, even if he's been missing for a portion?
He's going to step into all of his shots with confidence. They did a heck of a job on him defensively, being extremely physical early, trying to keep him out of his areas of where he gets downhill. Then he started turning the corner a little bit, getting bumped, but he was able to finish some at the rim. Again, you got to give them credit for the way in which they played. And DeJounte hits a tough shot at the end of the game.
How much of maybe the lesson in this game is to control the things that you can control? Maybe not turn the ball around the 3 times that you did at the end of the third quarter, you making those free throws, like winning those margins.
And that's what we have to continue to understand. It's never about that final shot. Everyone wants to look at that, and obviously it goes in, and so now you don't get the game. But it's those early turnovers. It's the box outs in the third quarter where they come up with 3 extra possessions. Those are the things that change the game. And we talk about the little details, and in games like this, that's what it's going to continue to be.
Markel and Wendell played a good portion of tonight. I think they were delivered the majority of the end there. Are they close to returning to the starting lineup?
I'm just going to go back to whatever the game is telling me. That's a lot of what this is going to be, and we'll continue to feel it out as a group, as we can start to get some practices at some point under our belt where we can continue to build and grow with the camaraderie and chemistry of those guys on the floor. But it's not a dictator of whether they're going to be, or indicator of whether they're going to be in the lineup or not.
What did you think of Jonathan Isaac and just how active he can be in limited, short amount of time, just the impact he makes on defense?
He does an excellent job. I think he does a great job of protecting at the rim, changing up who he can guard. He can guard 1 through 5, disruption at the rim, sitting down and contesting shots, impacting all shots. Came up with some big steals down there. I think he just does an excellent job for us, and he is a game changer for us defensively.
It's easier said than done trying to run Trae Young and both DeJounte off the line. When they get to the basket, guys are collapsing and it's leaving guys open in the paint. Were there certain adjustments that you wanted to see there as, guys were consistently cutting to the basket and getting easy looks?
Well, listen, I think we did a great job on them defensively from keeping them off the three-point line, which is where they thrive. I think we have to be a little bit more disciplined in the way in which we're helping uphill, which allowed those lobs to Capella, allowed those lobs to Okongwu. We got to be a little bit smarter there, but these are lessons we're going to continue to learn. Our guys are doing a good job. You hold a team like that to 106 was a high-scoring offense, but again, the little things within the game, we have to continue to grow and get better.
And with a handful of games now kind of under Markel's, getting back onto the floor, really, his job and his progression really in the half-court offense, feeling a lot more comfortable getting downhill, attacking the basket. What are you just liking to see from him so far?
Just what you said, his ability to attack the basket, get down in the gaps, create for his teammates, finding guys as the defense collapses, being able to find the right spacing on the floor.
Your coaching obviously has been kind of one of the big struggles for the team. How has this team been able to kind of keep that defensive shape without the three ball, and how much needed it is maybe to find that rhythm again? Like you said, a couple practices maybe coming up next week, but how needed is it to find that rhythm?
We have to. Again, we're getting great looks. It'd be one thing if we weren't getting excellent looks each night, but we are getting great looks. These guys have to continue to step in with confidence and knock the shots down because, Paulo's generating 2 guys on the basketball. He's making the right play. We just got to be willing and wanting to step in and knock the shots down.